Good morning. This is Capricorn November 2018 and I am Natalie. I am intuitive, a medium, a card reader and so much more. So thank you for joining me on my channel. Do subscribe if you may and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any future readings and videos that I do. I do post daily oracle cards as guidance, week ahead cards and monthly forecasts. If you'd like to book a reading with spirit links or with a more in-depth card reading, because this is just a general reading for Capricorn, do email me at nataliecollinsmedium@outlook.com or find me on Facebook, Natalie Collins Intuitive Medium, and pop me a message. So without further ado, let's get into Capricorn's month of November. So as I'm sitting with your month November 2018 Capricorn, I need to talk about, now we know that you are creative, we know that you like to express yourself in ways that shock people sometimes and get people to stand up and take notice of you. I think that's great. I also need to say that that may be happening a bit more this month. Now, you may find that you are naturally creative in your ways and you do like to be seen. I do feel this is about creating new circumstances within your life though, and it feels as though that stagnancy has got to the point where you are ready to burst out of your seams. Now, the word freedom comes to mind. Some of you may have been feeling quite trapped, not just by external forces, but your own internal thoughts, and that in turn has led you to stick on one path. For some of you, that may feel as though that time is coming to an end, and you really are going to step into your own, owning that power of freedom and knowing that you do have the power of free will and are able to use it in any circumstance. Now, I do feel very much that I need to talk about home life and home situations. It does feel like there's some kind of improvement happening there. So whether you are thinking about moving forwards and possibly looking for a different property, or if there is the possibility of somebody moving in or out, please do take notice, because that does feel very prominent for the month of November. I also feel as though houses are going to become homes for you, Capricorn. So rather than just being a place for you to lay your head at night, you are going to put your creative stamp on that and make it into a home. This does feel a month very much of stepping into your ancestral ways. You may find that you are doing much healing work in yourself, which also turns out to be ancestral stuff. Looking at when we heal ourselves, we then heal those that have come before us, and also we carry trauma from those ancestral lines that do need healing, and it stops somewhere, and I think that for some of you it's going to stop with you so that you can allow the next generation to move on without those pains and trauma. Now, creativity is something that does come very easily to most of you, Capricorn. I do feel very much as though there are going to be some people that are going to sit down with pen and draw. Now, for those that this relates to, you have drawn before, and it's almost like a passion that you put on hold. It's something that you enjoy doing, possibly when you were younger, or maybe you studied that in school or college, and then it got put on the back burner. This month it's going to ramp back up, and allow yourself that time. Give yourself that time to be creative. Pick up that pen and do what you wish to with that, because it's going to then induce the ability for you to know you can create anything in your life. Now, I do feel like you're going to be creating the foundations, the very foundations for new ways in your life in November. This is to do with knowing that you have free will, and also switching up whether or not you want to stay in one place for quite a while, or whether you are ready to start looking around and checking out new places for me personally, I would love to have a little van or a caravan so that I can head off. So if that is you, then do let me know. I do feel that I need to talk about self-expression again. This does feel like a month of almost changing the external that people see of you. So for some of you, that is going to be your hair, that is going to be your dress, but it's almost like, okay, I'm bored of this now, let's do something different. Let's be seen with purple hair instead of pink hair or whatever it is. Just know that self-expression is something that we should have huge gratitude for, because when we're able to do that, we feel comfortable in our skin. Just make sure that we're not running away from things in our life that we can't control. That's important. That's important. Now, I do feel very much that those that have siblings, any miscommunication is going to be almost resolved, maybe amicable is probably the better word, but just understand that if you do have siblings, Capricorn, that you don't get on with or you've had miscommunication with, there's going to be some kind of resolution there, or some sort of self-acceptance of this is where I'm at, this is where they're at, and that's where we're at, and that's okay. I'm a firm believer that when we have acceptance of where we're at, that's when we can see how to move forwards. So for those of you that have felt really stuck in work and also in home life, maybe personal life, understand that acceptance is the key to beginning that journey of moving forwards. I do feel very much that those who wish to sell their home are going to be getting the go ahead, or if those are people that wish to finalise paperwork, that feels very much as though November is going to happen for you. Now, for some of you, November is going to be an extremely powerful month because you are going to learn things about yourself. You're going to come to the understanding that the only person that creates your happiness, Capricorn, is you. And when we take that responsibility and put it back onto ourselves, because we all have personal responsibility, the world just seems a lighter place. Because we don't then feel that we need to continually ask other people to make us happy in one way or another. When we can make ourselves happy, that's a huge thing. So just be aware of that, and it can maybe feel like light bulb moments. It's like aha moments for you. Now, Capricorn, I do feel very much that there is a link with a female here on the earth plane, and this link and bond you have is going to strengthen. It's going to strengthen. Now, whoever this is for, just know that true love bonds, unconditional love bonds, are never severed, whether you are near or far. So this month does feel very much like we need to talk about freedom, creating our own happiness, changes in household circumstances, maybe making houses homes, becoming more creative and allowing our creativity to flow and that to enhance our life, as well as self-expression, and the possibility of healing our own traumas that have been passed on to us. There may be one or two of you that have gone out quite a lot in the month of October that also do need a rest. You will know who I'm on about when you listen to this, because you will prick up your ears. It does feel very much like there will be some of you, a few, maybe only a few, that have gone out, burnt the candle at both ends, had an awesome time, but also now need to knuckle down. Please bear that in mind, because the run up to Christmas in December is obviously going to be busy for most of you. this is your chance to rest ahead of that month. And if you have been out on the town quite a bit, or had some extremely late nights, or maybe too much to drink, just bear that in mind, that the month of November is a time for you to chill ahead of when you start back up at Christmas. Thank you for tuning in, Capricorn. I send so much love to you. Do get hold of me, do comment below. This is my first month's forecasts, and I really appreciate you all sticking around. Don't forget you can book me for a reading. I am an evidential medium. I do work with clients worldwide via video, so contact me on nataliecollinsmedium@outlook.com for further details, or pop over to Facebook and find me there. I will send so much love, Capricorn, until next month. Ciao for now.